Hello, welcome to Kevin's Corner, where truth is diligently sought, deliberately taught, and dauntlessly defended. My name is Kevin Probst, and I come to you on this 20th day of March in 2026 to talk to you about prayer and to remind you that it is a very mysterious process. Prayer is an expression of faith in the existence of God. It brings comfort to the soul, knowing that the God that we worship hears our words. Prayer relieves our souls of the heavy burdens that we bear as we answer the call of Christ to come to me, all of you who are burdened, and I will give you rest. Jesus taught us to pray these words, "Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven." We are to pray these words even though the will of our sovereign God is going to be done whether we pray for it or not. He doesn't perform his will in response to our plea. Perhaps the purpose of praying these words is to help us to accept his divine will, to prepare us for the implementation of his sovereign will. Sometimes it aligns with our desires, and sometimes it most definitely does not. All of our prayers are answered. Sometimes he answers in a way that pleases us, and we rejoice greatly. And at other times, his answer is contrary to what we desire, and we struggle with doubt and often with despair. We may pray earnestly for a sick friend or a loved one to be healed. We may pray desperately for God to spare the life of someone we love deeply. And when healing does not take place and the life is not spared, we feel abandoned by a faithful God. We must be aware of a point where our prayers and our desires intersect with the righteousness of God. Because all suffering and death in this world is the result of the fall of Adam and the introduction of sin into the heart of man, a righteous God must administer consequences for sin. Sometimes, in his mercy, healing is granted. But when it is not, God is not being unjust. He is righteously administering consequences for sin, not necessarily the sin of the individual, but the corporate sin of all of mankind. If God answered our prayers according to our desires, he would be unjust. No one would become ill. No one would ever die. Even though scriptures teach us that we all have an appointment with death, for it is appointed unto men once to die. Prayer is not about bending the will of God to our desires, but about bending our hearts to his will. And in the mystery of prayer, we're not changing God. He's changing us. He is shaping our faith and strengthening our trust and drawing us closer to him. Even when we do not understand his answers, we can rest in this truth. The God who hears our prayers is the same God who gave his Son for our salvation. His wisdom is perfect, his justice is righteous, and his love is unfailing. Therefore, we pray, not because we fully understand, but because we fully trust. Thank you so much for taking time from your busy day and allowing me to share with you from Kevin's Corner. Please help me share truth with others by liking and sharing this video. Also, please subscribe to Kevin's Corner on YouTube and Substack. And until next time, live bravely and courageously.